What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Always Compete Seahawks podcast. And you know what time of the year it is when we're watching our monitors and we're kind of paying attention to other things as we are talking in the video. That's because it's draft season. We are recording this at 8:04 p.m. Eastern time on Friday, April 29th, which means that the Seahawks have just finished their first three picks. We have no trades so far.
That's I think the most shocking thing about everything is that they haven't traded back to me. But we got three picks in, number 9, number 40, and number 41. Let's just say we predicted the first two. So
we predicted the first two. We did
predict the first, and then the third one, I don't think anybody predicted.
The third one nobody predicted, but low key, bro, someone picked that out of Pete Carroll's draft clue because he said legacy. And the guy who we picked is the third of his name and his family. So
Kenneth Walker the third.
It makes sense.
I guess this video is just kind of going to be a reaction to the first three picks.
Reaction and grades, really.
Reaction and grades.
Just giving our thoughts. Mike, let's start with our first pick, man. And this one made me smile. Charles Cross.
I think this is the only time in my entire life of being a Seahawks fan. In my entire
Alabama Seahawks fan real fast. Let's let you know John Mechie just got drafted by Houston at 44.
44. Anyway, in my entire time of being a Seahawks fan, I don't think there has been a draft where I've wanted a guy, he's been on the board, and then the Seahawks taking him. That's never happened up until we took Charles Cross at 9. I thought that was the right move.
Yeah.
Good left tackle, great pass blocker. Was really, really happy. We took Charles Cross in probably half of our mock drafts because we kind of assumed that Ike Ekwonu and Evan Neal would be off the board. We thought the Seahawks obviously needed a left tackle, so that was a move there. I'm very pleased with Charles Cross. You have no complaints from me. He's going to be wearing number 67, which I think is badass. So I'm going to give that an A. I don't think there's a lot to say right there. Just a good pick.
Yeah, I didn't expect him to be there. The fact that he was, to me, is kind of a miracle. I love this pick. I can't give it anything else than an A. If you can potentially shore up your left tackle spot for the next, 10 years?
Yeah.
That's an automatic A. He's one of the best pass blockers in the draft. One of the best pass blockers in a long time. And the run blocking concerns are really overblown.
Yeah, John was
because when he has pass blocked, when he has run blocked, he's been really good. He was the second best run blocking tackle in the SEC last year when he had to block.
John was talking about that, basically how a lot of those concerns were just the scheme. He played for Mike Leach, heavy offense. So I don't think that that's really a big concern either. Another tweet I saw, and I don't remember who tweeted it, was the two greatest eras in Seahawks history were both started by taking a left tackle in the first round. You got Walter Jones, back then, and then you had Russell Okung in this. So maybe this is the start of a new chapter, new Seahawks legacy, which will be led by him and the two guys we took in the second round, which at 40, we took Boye Mafe. We predicted it. This is a guy we both kind of liked. He's an edge rusher, obviously good as a good position of need. I thought it was pretty good value. I was hoping to get, maybe George Karlaftis, but Casey scooped him up in the first round. So nothing you could do there. But you know what? I think Boye Mafe is a pretty damn good edge rusher. I think him and Darrell Taylor can have, they can have a lot of success together as a pass rushing duo. I like the pick. We predicted it. We went 2 for 2 predicting that. So I like the pick. I'd give it probably a B+. Sam, curious to hear what your thoughts are on that one.
I loved Mafe for the pick 40 on the list of priorities for edge. He was probably second behind Ebiketie, who went to Atlanta at 38.
Right. Yeah.
My kind of priorities were Ebiketie, Mafe, Benito, and I think I had like Drake Jackson or David Ajabo.
Yeah, I had Benito after him too. Yeah.
But I like both of those guys. They're both. I liked all those guys that were available for us, and we picked we got a great player. He's experienced, played in the Big Ten, balled out at the Senior Bowl, which was a little bit of a red flag to me for Boye Mafe. Yeah, had a crazy Senior Bowl, and by red flag I mean red flag for JS to see in the crowd out of every other player in the draft.
Right.
But no, Mafe is seriously talented. It's another good value pick. He was considered a potential first-round draft pick. And we were able to snag him up at a 40. I'm going to give this pick a B+.
Yeah, I'd agree.
I love it. I think it's a very good pick. And the Ravens just took David Ajabo at 45, Mike.
Wow.
I love that pick.
Wow, that's a good pick. I like that a lot. No, I like that a lot. We were both high on Ajabo. We wanted to take him with our next pick. So
I was before he tore his Achilles, I was willing to trade back in the first and pick Ajabo.
Yeah.
But
100%,
obviously I didn't know that Charles Cross would be on the board, Mike. But no, anyways. Wow. At 41.
That's the one that's going to get everybody's talking.
It was a bit of a shocker because Malik Willis was on the board. And it was a little bit of a shock, but I like this pick. He was my number one running back in this year's class.
Yep.
Mr. Kenneth Walker III out of the University of Michigan State or Michigan State University, whatever.
Michigan State, MSU. Yeah, it's MSU, yeah.
MSU, yeah. I just can't talk.
I thought you were going to say University of Michigan and just get destroyed by all the Spartan fans that are about to come to be Seahawks fans. But no, honestly, I was pretty shocked when I saw his pick. It
was a bit of a shocker, but in hindsight, for this pick to get a fair grade, you have to zoom out, is all I'm going to say. You have to zoom out and look at where this rebuild is going to go. We will have one running back on the roster after this year, which will be DJ Dallas.
Yeah.
So if you like to run the ball, you got to look at it. Chris Carson might not ever play again. Rashad Penny's on a prove-it deal. You don't know if he's the real thing. Maybe that was just some kind of crazy
6-game Barry Sanders serum. Yeah.
That he just kind of went on. You can't reliably say that Rashad Penny is going to recreate that over and over again.
Right. I was pretty shocked by the pick. Like I said, I was eating dinner and I dropped the food out of my mouth, actually. Thinking about it now, I don't hate it as much. I really, don't get me wrong, I really loved Kenneth Walker. He was my number one running back as well. I'm surprised that the Jets took Breece Hall over him, if I'm being honest. But I think, taking a running back at 41 to me is risky. It's not something that I love. However, you get a guy that's talented who can, transform. We've seen how talented running backs can transform offenses. Pete's going to want to run the ball. So at bare minimum for this year, he's going to have Kenneth Walker and Rashad Penny. Like, that could be really good. And, if Kenneth Walker is a star running back and he's able to carry the ball and be a workhorse for us, then whatever our next franchise quarterback is, he's going to have, that extra weight off his shoulders from Kenneth Walker. So I probably give the pick a C+. I think it can be really good, but I think it's dangerous. I think it's dangerous. And that's what I'm going to say on that.
I actually think that this is a safer pick. I think you land a workhorse running back as you hope to get good again in this rebuild, or retool, as they will insist on saying. Kenneth Walker is a workhorse. The dude ran a sub 4.4. If you guys know the game that he had against Michigan this year, he got a Jonathan Taylor-esque amount of carries.
What?
Like, I know you're reacting to
the Lions
Pascal.
The Lions didn't take Malik.
I think Washington might take him here at 47.
I am flabbergasted at how far Malik Willis is falling.
Well, dude, the league has to know something that we don't.
Yeah, what is it with Malik?
I think the buzz might be that nobody wants to take a quarterback, right? So they're all comfortable letting them fall.
Listen, you guys might be watching this after the draft. We're recording this at pick 46. I'm saying this right now. I think the Seahawks might get a quarterback in round 3. I think Corral might be a Seahawk in round 3. Like by the end of the night.
Or Howell.
By the end of the night.
Carson Strong might be a quarterback. It might be a quarterback available in round 3. So
I think he'll definitely be available. I wonder if even Malik will be available in round. Can you imagine the value that
if you look down the board, really the one team that I see as a serious risk to pick Malik is Atlanta. Maybe the Saints too.
Maybe, but I don't know, man.
I don't think Atlanta takes a quarterback if it's not Malik.
I'm shocked.
Yeah, but anyways, I really like Kenneth Walker. This is a guy who got Jonathan Taylor-esque workload at Michigan State. This is a guy who is a workhorse. He gets the rock and he runs it down your throat every single play. And this is a Pete Carroll type of pick. This is a look into the future as you hope to get good again. Kenneth Walker has serious 1,000-yard potential. He's fast. He's talented.
Want to figure out something I just realized?
What?
I think your Jonathan Taylor comparison was perfect. Guess what overall pick Jonathan Taylor was too?
41?
41. There you go. There you
I
go.
mean, hang on, wait. If I look at Kenneth Walker, do they have a player comparison on the website? Maybe I'm on NFL.com.
I think John Taylor's probably a little bit faster, would be my guess. But
they gave the grade on Kenneth Walker as will eventually be a plus starter.
Okay.
That's fair. Dude, Washington just took Fedarian Mathis.
What is Washington doing
at 47?
What are they doing, bro? Didn't they take Jahan Johnson at 11? Or I'm sorry, dude. Like, what?
So, by the way, they gave him a assist. So 6.35 will eventually be a plus starter.
Wow.
I like Kenneth Walker a lot. I'm going to give this pick a B- because I think it's one of the safer picks. I think Malik Willis, in reality, would have been a far more risky pick than Kenneth Walker. That's just my opinion. I think you are guaranteeing a franchise running back that will not make a lot of money, that can pound the rock. This is a guy with breakout run potential. And it's just a guy who's really talented.
Yeah.
This guy's serious breakaway speed. I'm going to give it a B-. Oh, so, Mike, if you had to summarize this draft so far, just kind of give it a grade, overall through the first.
Overall,
3 picks.
I think this is an A. Like, so far, this is an A. And that's very much because of Charles Cross. I think he is a dog at left tackle, which is really
dude. He's gonna be such a stud. I would say A-. I think Kenneth Walker isn't a fantastic pick. I would have given Malik an A for value.
It's such a question mark for me because we could be looking at this 3 years later and look back and say, wow, like that was like the Seahawks version of Jonathan Taylor. And then it's an A+ draft. You know what I mean? If Charles Cross is a great tackle and Kenneth Walker is a playmaking, game-changing running back, right?
Yeah, if Kenneth Walker is a serious playmaker, if Kenneth Walker is what we wanted out of Rashad Penny,
and what we got for the last 6 games of the regular season,
we'll be in good shape.
We will be in good shape.
Anyways, that's going to wrap it up. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Sorry. We're going to be having more kind of full draft recaps. We might even have a round 3 recap coming later tonight, so stay tuned for that. And we'll see you in the next video. Peace out.